In 2025, we've come to realize that there are plenty of ways to make money without having a formal education. From driving Uber to starting a Shopify store, there are so many options we have today that people decades before us didn't have. One thing is absolute: time turns into money. The time we spend learning, working, investing, or creating is what translates into the return on investment we receive. The input of time equals the output of money. College is one of those things that, like starting a business, takes time and money. Many take out student loans, or if you're fortunate, maybe your parents helped you pay up front. I'm sure there are also people that paid along the way with the payment plan structure. And I commend you, that's actually really wise. Once you obtain a degree, you now have this piece of paper that opens up employment options beyond the blue collar spectrum. You land an entry level position, gain experience, move up the ladder, and build a 401k portfolio alongside other retirement benefits. It's a system that many have followed and will continue to follow. It works, but is it truly the best return on investment for our career goals in 2025? That is the golden question. Is college still worth it today? Is it time and money well spent, or are we wasting our time not pursuing something else? To give you the short answer, in my personal opinion, college is worth it. However, the benefit does not necessarily come from your major or the career you end up in. As someone who followed the crowd and went the corporate route, I'd like to share my take on things that I learned from college and the mistakes that I wish I avoided. So let's discuss. Okay, so first off, you gotta find what you want to do in life. You might not necessarily need college to get there. A lot of people, myself included, are passionate about entrepreneurship, building something for yourself. And if that's the case, college is a tough sell because you're going to spend a lot of time, you're going to spend a lot of money, and all that time can be spent while you're young building up the foundation for whatever your business related goals are. And there's countless options out there, right? You could do consulting, you might start an online store, you might even be somebody that's passionate about selling food, opening up a taco truck or something like that. There's plenty of things out there. You might want to create art or be a painter. I have friends that are in the photography space, and once you weigh out all these options, you come to realize that college isn't really the best way to get you there. There's also plenty of people that like to consider stuff like trade school. Maybe you want to become a mechanic, work on cars, or you like working with electrical components and being an electrician is right up your alley. These are all great things to look into, and they're really lucrative as well, especially entrepreneurship. If you want to make that big money, entrepreneurship is definitely going to knock down that door, and no salary can ever get you there. So, going back to choosing to go into college, say you actually do have a major that relies on college education. Maybe you want to go into engineering or med school. Whatever you do decide on, firstly, pick something that's in demand and something that's going to be worth your return on investment. I don't want to take shots at anybody, but I had friends that majored in anthropology or creative writing, and those are just degrees that aren't necessarily going to give you the skills that you need. It's a waste of money. They're not skills that are going to translate into other career options. And that's the one thing that you got to focus on as well, is find a career that can allow you to segue into different areas if you feel like those might be a better fit for yourself. But one thing I will say, and this is a mistake that I made, is do not change your major. Personally, I changed my major like 3 to 4 times. I started off pre-med, I switched to accounting, switched to computer science, I switched back to finance, all because along the way, I just struggled with different concepts and got to understand that I just like working with numbers and finance was the best fit for me. When I was in computer science, a lot of my friends stuck with that path and they're making great money today. And it's not about looking back and saying, oh, I wish I did that, but just realizing that that title that you have on your piece of paper called a college degree doesn't matter. Your major is where you start. It's not where you end. You can pick up relatable skills and make those transitions. But at first, just focus on getting that degree. Doesn't really matter what it's in, just make sure that it's a high value field. Do not get caught up in the hype of big schools. Employers look at experience, not your GPA, not which school you went to. I know you want to fit in with friends and attend the same place, but are you really ready to go into all of that debt? Just because you want to go to the same school that all your friends are going to doesn't mean that it's okay to just take upon all that extra debt if you can learn those same skills by saving a lot more money. Please consider community college. I did, and I'm so glad. I saved so much money going to community college. It was 2 years of my life I was able to have it all paid up front before I transitioned into university. And at the time, I was all like, oh, I'm not getting the college experience. Everybody around me was talking about the same thing. Like, guys, why are we here? Why can't we just skip this part? Or why didn't we just go straight to university? Don't fall into all of that BS. That's just all hype. If you can learn those same skills and if it's going to transfer over to university, take that route. That's 2 years for me that was attained at a very low cost compared to had I just went the university route right from the get-go. One mistake that I made that I don't want others to do is abusing student loan debt. Just because you can take out extra money to fund college does not mean you should. You're going to have to pay it all back later with interest, just in case you didn't know. This was tough for me. I abused this, and when I was young and taking out student loans, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm allowed to take out this certain amount. Let me take out that money. I can pay off credit cards, I can buy this and that, that's going to help me later. That all backfired on me. If I could go back, I would have really not done so because now I'm having to repay that debt back. And I am thankful that my student loan debt isn't as high as many of my peers. I think when I graduated college, all said and done, I was sitting at about $22,000 to $23,000 in student loan debt, and I'm working aggressively towards paying that off every month. I'm sacrificing my wants and I'm prioritizing that repayment right now, because I want to be done with it. I don't want to have to carry that on. And I know that once I clear up that debt, that's only going to open up more room for me to invest, put aside time and money towards different entrepreneurial goals, side hustles, and everything like that. I've been living below my means and it's been working great for me. So you also need to have a game plan ready to pay that debt off. Don't rely on student loan forgiveness. That is totally unfair. You wouldn't want your tax dollars paying off my debt, right? And I surely don't want my hard-earned money paying off yours. Academics aside, I want you to think of college as a toolbox. There are many experiences and skills that you will obtain that is beyond your major. You'll learn plenty of life skills like living alone, how to be independent. It's going to be the first time for many of you that you're going to be leaving your parents' house and finding out how the world ticks. College also teaches you a lot of skills like how to schedule and follow deadlines. You'll learn good work ethic and you might be able to take some of those skills and apply them in your personal life. So it's so much more than just what you study, the type of person that you become, because naturally you're in that age where you're going from age 18 till 22, 24, whatever it may be, and you're developing as an adult. So definitely look beyond just what you're learning on paper. I do feel like, a lot of the things that I learned when I was in college helped shape me into the man that I am today. Also, networking is huge. And it's not just, network to get a career. No, it's not that. While that is there, attending career fairs or building up a LinkedIn profile, your network can help introduce you to other things outside of college that you might enjoy. You might meet someone who's like-minded and has business ideas that relate to what you want to do. Definitely stick around with them. Learn from them. You might even drop out of college because you found something that works better for you because of the people you met. And hey, that's great. Look at Mark Zuckerberg. Look at people like Steve Jobs or Bill Gates. Playing sports. If you want to go pro, college is the best place and perhaps the only place to make that happen. We can't all have it the way LeBron did, so going to college is your only way to get into professional sports like the NFL, NBA, MLB, etc. If you're somebody that is skilled at sports and you feel like that's what you want to do career-wise, then college is probably more important for you than anybody else. It's the only way you're going to get your foot in that door. Unless you're somebody that's into combat sports like the UFC or boxing, then maybe this might not apply to you, but for majority of professional sports, yeah, college is a non-negotiable there. Having a degree is like having a VIP membership to corporate America. It may seem unfair, but the reality is most out-of-college jobs can be performed by anyone. Coding, Microsoft Excel, marketing, you can teach yourself all of these skills. I majored in finance, and a lot of the skills such as Microsoft Excel, working with Power BI, I learned these things outside of college. I had to teach myself these skills along the way, and looking back, I'm like, man, was college even necessary for this? I get it, it's unfair, but like I said, just think of the college degree as that VIP membership that helps you get your foot into the door for these entry-level positions. I think med school is the one exception here. You can't really learn open heart surgery via YouTube videos, and that's something that you need to put in the time and effort in person And my heart goes out to all you guys. I was pre-med at some point, and it was just not worth the time commitment for me. But if you're in the medical field, I tip my hat off. It's not easy. I have friends that are in it, especially the nurses, and their life seems like hell sometimes. But if it's something that brings you value, then go for it. I didn't do internships in college. Don't be like me. Having that experience in college will help you move quicker in the early stages. If I would have done internships, those entry level positions right out of college would have came easier, and I probably would have landed a better salary right off the bat. Taking all things into consideration, there is something very important that I want you to realize, and that is that you are replaceable. You might like the 9 to 5, the PTO, the weekends not thinking about work, and that's fine. Just know that you are replaceable. Don't upgrade your lifestyle just because you have some more money to play with. You land that big boy paying job and now you want to just spend, spend, spend. No. Keep costs low and work on your backup plan. In corporate, you're just making the company richer. You're not doing anything for yourself. Build something for yourself. Don't slave away for 30 to 40 years just to walk away without having anything for yourself. Another experience that was unique to me, and I know a lot of people get to go through this, but when you are in college, you might even get the chance to study abroad and meet some awesome people. I studied abroad in China. I learned Mandarin and I met a lot of cool people out there and experienced a different slice of life, different food, culture, and we lost communication along the way, but I actually for a good amount of time stayed in touch with a lot of these people that I met in China, and college might open up that door for you to get to be able to live and learn and collaborate with people in a different world, and that's definitely something unique. That is an experience that I for sure look back on and say, wow, I'm glad that I got to experience that, and college made that possible for me. So, in conclusion, is college worth it, especially in 2025? I think it is. It has helped me a lot. Being able to work in a 9 to 5 has opened up doors for me and has allowed me to develop skills and put aside money towards things that I'm passionate about. And I'm in that process where I'm working on that backup plan for myself, working on something that is for me, something that's going to benefit me years later. And I think a lot of people can share that sentiment. However, you have to determine for yourself if college is really something that is going to lead you to where you want to go in life and what you want to do, the type of things that you want to work on. You might not really need college for that, and if you can find that gateway for yourself, please take it, because college is expensive. It is a lot of time spent, and if your time can be spent better elsewhere, then please just go right for it. What does everybody else think? Did you go to college? Are you on the fence about it? What did you learn, or what did you wish that you did differently? I want to thank everybody for watching that quick video. My name is Sam Sauger, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.